Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Saturday if you're seeing this on a Saturday. I am just getting everything loaded up. My desk has tons of rubble on it. Lots of rubble this morning. But that's okay. We are going to finish up this little journal today that we started in a live the other day. So that is the objective, is to finish this one up. And just gonna connect here. Let's see. There we go. Hey, Paige. Paige, I have my Canada cup this morning. You see that? It's hard because I don't want to pour it on my journal. Bonjour, Tim's, winter, sorry, moose, skiing, snow, 1867. One of my best friends is Canadian, and she goes back pretty frequently, and she brought me this one year, and I love it. I love it. Hey, Maddie, how's it going? Hi, Susan. Good evening. We keep talking about the UK. It's not past us yet. We're trying to figure out how we can get there, Susan. Hi, Emily. Hi, Elena. How's everybody doing? I've been sick. I was sick for 2 days. Now, I know I was with y'all on Thursday, and I didn't seem sick, and I didn't know I was sick until after my live ended, about an hour or two later. I got a migraine. And then this is just downhill from there. Yesterday, I worked, but I had to be in I had both days, Thursday and Friday, I had to take an extended break and rest to get through the day. So I'm happy today. I woke up and I was like, I feel like myself. I feel good. Yay. But then I've spent the morning kind of catching up, getting things done. I did work a little bit yesterday morning on this journal. So this is the one we started. I did masterboard with scraps, the cover. I made myself a little pocket. I finished this page. At least, well, I might put a quote, but I have them leaning on a piece of cake. You know, we had the party hat on them. And then I added the dog. I added the bunting up at the top, and so that's done. I also did the back with some masterboarding and then a double pocket with some scraps. And then for the little journal that I had made to go inside, I just put a belly band with a scrap and a little girl on it. And then I had like an ATC in my stash and a paper, twisted paper dangle, and put that in there. And, you know, that's the work I have done. But we're gonna finish this one up. So let's do that together now. I did have a video out yesterday where I showed the making of like this card, which was a sheet load that I adjusted. And here's the other one I made in that video. And then we made a pocket, which I was just keeping it glued down with that paper clip, but it flips up, which is pretty cool. I like that. And then now this one's empty again because I took this one out. I think it was just going to be a little bulky. So what I want to do today is keep working with sketches and adding things. And then y'all may have seen this one. I'm just going to add a paper clip up here just for the fun of it. We'll add something else in there too. But yeah, so let's keep going. I've got some sketches already pulled to use. Um, and you know, we've got pages to decorate. I've got stamps out off to the side. I've got scraps ready. See, got my scraps ready. So let's do this. Let's hang out. It's Saturday, so let's have some fun. All right, go back over here. And I think it would also be nice to add some like trim and different things to this little journal. How are all of you guys doing? Oh my goodness, me too, Paige. Yesterday was rough. We've had a stomach virus going around the compound, as we call it. It started with my niece and nephew and is kind of traveling around, but I don't know that that's what I had. I don't know. Either way, I'm better, and that is awesome. Hi, Miss Jill. Good to see you. I'm drinking my matcha. Matcha is supposed to be really good for like a liver cleanse if you don't put any milk or anything in it. I think it's most ideal. It's what somebody said on the internet. And so I've been trying to drink it because I probably have fatty liver. I mean, I haven't been diagnosed with it, but I probably do. All right, let's get to decorating. I have my KCC 18 sketches out. So we could definitely, you know, there's 15 to pull from in here. Actually, yeah, there's 15 different sketches here. And then I pulled some others, some other sheet loads. So let's just get busy and decorate this journal. All right, I'm going to skip a couple of pages. I'm trying to decide. I probably should do the stamping now before I get very many more pages in here. Because, you know, if it's better if you're going to stencil and stamp to do that early on before things get wavy and bumpy and dimensional. Now, you can always put something behind it. So I have this Dollar Tree mat. It's a silicone mat that they sell in the craft section for $1.25. And I think I will use it to kind of help, but you know, there can still be some areas that get a little bumpy. So cardboard would be good if you had like cereal board or, you know, a thin piece of cardboard. You could also insert that in there. All right, so let's do this. I have these a tangled maze from Desiree. I'd include a thank you. I know that she reordered her. Ooh, I want to use this one. I want to use them all. I want to use them all, but we're gonna stamp some of these out. Anyways, I know this was in low supply, but it's been reordered and she probably has it in stock already. If you're looking for it, it's from her latest release. And let's pick some colors. I kind of want some bright, fun colors. I want to keep this journal bright and fun. Kind of bohemian. I think we'll make a boho bead today too. So grab a snack. I hope you have some time to hang out here. If not, it's a Saturday. I understand. You can always come back and catch the replay too. Oh my goodness. Battle of the Bulge. The ink pad I want keeps slipping further and further away from me. Okay, hold on. Let me move this folder. It's got me all discombobulated over here. I got a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't go over here. Just throw that over there. There we go. Making space. Here we go. Now I can get to it. That's what I wanted. some picked raspberry. Hi, Paula. Hi, Pam. The ginger cat lady is Pam, you guys. Hey, Esther. Oh my gosh, your card on Instagram. Esther, wow. I was just amazed. I don't know if you, Esther, if you make me a collaborator on that post, I can repost it to my stories. I'm not sure if I did that or not yesterday. I wanted to, but I don't think I was a collaborator. I don't think I got to repost it to my stories. Anyways. Okay. I just needed to clean this stamp a little more because I don't want that ink getting into my picked raspberry and my colors I'm using. So today we will be using stamps, stencils, fabric. We're going to use more card sketches, and we're just going to finish up this little journal. And then I'll probably I'll post it in my shop. I have a whole nother D-stash for you guys. And I don't care that that's not lined up perfectly. Like, it's a junk journal, y'all. I'm just not worried about that. I think the more quirky, the better. Okay, so I'm going to take the same stamp, even though I have a lot of fun ones to choose from, and maybe use a different color ink and stamp it somewhere else in the journal. We can stamp it on this page right here. The silicone matte's nice because it just like keeps it from transferring, you know, to another page or anything like that. You know what? I'm still going to do the pink because we have pink right here. Yes, absolutely. I'm sure everybody wants to call you Ginger. But I know you said your cat is the Ginger. I love that. We have had the most beautiful orange tabby hanging out by our house. I just don't know about it. It's a very elusive kitty. And I can't take it in because my husband is allergic to cats, but my daughter is nearly like anaphylactically allergic to cats. It's not a little, it's a whole lot. And so I can't bring it in, but I've been trying to figure out, like, does it need a home or is it just wandering? Does it have a home? And it's very elusive, but it's such a beautiful orange tabby. I think it's losing weight, so I don't think it has a home, which is what stresses me. Yeah, Jill, this is a stamp block. Where did it go? Right here. From Tim Holtz. Some of his stamp sets, his red rubber stamp sets, come with stamp blocks. So that's where that came from. I just prefer a stamp block over a stamp positioning tool, even though I know that they are glorious and wonderful tools, the stamp positioning tools. I'm just a free spirit. I just want to slap some ink down and keep going. We can go this way with it. Let me put the other piece under here real quick. So what are you guys doing today? Do y'all have plans? My mom was trying to get me out to the thrift store. I told y'all about the thrift store that's connected to the food bank. All the proceeds from the thrift store go to the food bank. And they're struggling because they've lost funding in the last 2 months, 3 months. A lot of our food banks around the country lost funding. And so now they're they're having to have sidewalk sales constantly so that they can keep food on the shelves. It's kind of a dire situation. So my mom was like, trying to rally the troops to get us to come out to the thrift store today and support the local food bank. So we'll see. I know she's going there, and we might go. If nothing else, I'll just drop off a monetary donation because I really don't need anything else in my house. I'm serious about moving to Europe, and so I need to de-stash. I need to get rid of things. I don't need to accumulate things. But I wouldn't mind dropping off. If everyone just did a little, it goes a long way. So I don't even feel bad about it if I drop off a $20 bill. Every bit helps. And then they can take that money and fill in the gaps that they have. Not very many, I know, but like every bit helps, right? That's how I feel about my budget. Okay, I'm having to clean these, you guys, because I've used all of them. And although I wiped them off kind of quickly, they really weren't cleaned off. I'm just using water. Is all I'm using. And it's really just so I don't transfer the black ink onto my ink pad. Okay. This would go a lot faster if my stamps were clean. We're also going to put some like ribbon on the edges and things. I just thought it would be fun to add some of these stamps. But we're about to get to the sketches. I can't wait to do some more of the sketches. By the way, I had a question about like, how do I get the sheet load? So if you go on my channel, I have been on the sheet load team for 4 years. So you'll find plenty of sheet load videos. And if you find one that you want the sketch, if it's been in the last 2 years, there's a link in the description box for you to go over and watch Call Me Crafty Owl's video. And then she gives you the instructions of how to get the download. It is free, but you have to get the link from her. I don't have a way of giving it to you. Okay, so we've got some fun borders added now to our card. I also want to use the stamp set right here because I love these pieces. So, and I love the quotes too. So we will pull those back out, but there's a little bit of stamping to add more to our journal, all of our blank pages. Okay, so let's find the last, this one was the last one. And then we're in a whole new signature, half of the signature. Let's do a page right here. I'm just grabbing what's on top. Let's do this one. I loved this one. Let's do this one. This is from KCC 17. And I do have a bunch of KCC 17 videos on my channel as well. I just joined that collab team in January. So let's see, I'm gonna cut 4 inches. I'm gonna cut a 4-inch square. then I'm going to cut that diagonally. Hopefully that'll fit on here. It's, ooh, it's close. It's very close. Probably 3 3/4. If you want to replicate this in a journal, 3 3/4 is better. I'm going to have to cut off a little bit of it, but that'll be okay. Let's do this. This is fun. Let's make a flap right here that can open up for a journaling spot. I have random scraps. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a little. Dana, how's it going? I'm gonna make this five and a quarter. Hey Kim, how you doing, sweetie? All right, let's measure this space right here. This space is about 2.5. All right. All right, so I'm gonna score at 2.5. And then I kind of want to do that again. 2.5 and 2.5 is 5. And then I need to go to 5 again. Wait. 2.5. There we go. And I'm going to cut right there. Okay. So I've got like this trifold situation going on. I'm going to fold that up. I'm going to fold this down. We're going to put this here. This is going to go here in the middle. Okay. And then I think I'm going to put ribbon around this for it to close. Ooh, I have some. Hold on. Where'd it go? Where did I put that? How are you, Miss Cordelia and Vicky Reuter? Our church's food pantry was last night. Yeah, the need is growing. That's why, you know, honestly, I don't mention it on here for any political reasons. I mention it on here because a lot of people might not be aware that this is happening, and, you know, there is a need. There it is. I found what I'm looking for. So let's pick some ribbon. Ooh, let's use this pink and yellow. This is a recycled sari silk yarn, is what it's called. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is put this on the page like this, and then make a tie closure for this journaling spot like this. Oh, I think this will be so fun. Okay. Now this paper has, it's a bit wrinkled, but it's going to be fine. Everything's fine. Okay. There we go. Miss Paula Rice, how you doing? Oh my gosh, I wanted to jump on Craft Roulette last night. I know Ardith was on, and I was just really too sick by that time that Craft Roulette was on. I really had nothing left in the tank. I was literally just laying on the couch. And I know it seems like, well, you should be able to watch Craft Roulette if you're just laying on the couch. No, I couldn't. I'm tempted to keep the same pattern. What do y'all think? I think I will. And I also think, so this is good. We're good with this. Good with this. I just want to stamp on here. Yeah, and let's stamp in yellow because we kind of have a purple and yellow thing going on. It was fun. I bet it was, Jill. It's always fun on Craft Roulette. I cannot wait for the paper Ganza, y'all. I'm super excited about it. Okay, I want fossilized amber. If I had a color palette, you know how some artists, well, maybe you know, but some artists have like select color palettes and they always work in like a specific color palette over and over again. I think this would be mine. If I were to have one, I think these are my colors. But I can't put myself in a box like that. I mean, if others want to, cool, that's fine, but I want to play with all the crayons in the color box. Aw, Flo's MIA. She's probably busy being fabulous. I've been missing Dee Dee. I want to go get caught up. Dee Dee is someone that I will watch in the middle of the night, and I'll just think, I'll just turn this on and relax a little with Dee Dee and drift off back to sleep. No way. I'm way too interested in what she's doing, so I had to stop watching her at night because I would stay up for hours with Dee Dee in the middle of the night and not get the sleep that I needed. So I've got to find a new Dee Dee time. I'm sure some of you can relate. Kim, Mary. You wake up early for my lives too. I get it. Okay, so I think we're done with all of that. Let's go ahead. I like the ink blending of the yellow on this pink, so I'm gonna go for it and do the whole thing. Paige, did you get your order? Did it arrive? I know you were gonna have to wait a little while. All right. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to glue this right here. Really like it. Yes, it may be addicting. It's so much fun. There's years worth of it to get caught up on, Pam, and it's all fun. It's all lots and lots of fun. Pam, I don't know, are you a card maker, a junk journaler? I'm not sure if you're a paper crafter or what your jam is, but it's a card making show, but it's still just so much fun that even if you're not a card maker, you're gonna enjoy it. chances are you're gonna enjoy it. It's every Friday night, 6:30 Central, here on YouTube at the Craft Roulette YouTube channel. It's a live, fun, interactive game show of card making, essentially. Did y'all hear? You do junk journal? Okay, yeah. But yeah, it is a lot of fun. You will enjoy it no matter what. And it is definitely a place for inspiration and kindness and community. So can't go wrong with that, right? Okay, so this is going to go right here. And I can always tighten this more. I'm going to flip this over though. And I'm going to attach some tape to the back. Just some Scotch tape. Now this sketch is coming from Kendra's Card Challenge number 17, but the current Kendra's Card Challenge is, she's actually already on number 18. So just so you know, in case you're like, ooh, I want that sketch. This is KCC 17. Like I said, I was on the KCC team for KCC 17 and I'm on it for 18. So you can find more if you look it up here on my channel. And I'll leave stuff linked later once the live is over. Okay, so what we've done now is created this fun place to journal, a hidden journaling spot. Woohoo! I like it. Okay, and the only thing I would suggest is if you're gonna make this on your journaling page, of course it depends on what size journal, and you can make it for any size journal, but this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper folded in half on the 11-inch side. This needs to be about, what did I say before, 3.5? I think this one was 4 inches and I had to cut a little off. I mean, it's not bad. I was able to make it fit on the page. Now, my question is, where does the paper doll go? Where do our darlings go? Oh, thanks, Maddie. Hey, Elizabeth. Let's see. Ooh, I love her. I can't put her on here though. I would need someone tiny. I need someone tiny so the page can still flip and someone can still journal. She could probably sit right there. Let me make sure. So if I untie this, don't be bopping around on me, girlfriend. All right. Yeah, she can go there. Okay. Let's put her right there. She's adorable. And she has a new home. So yeah, I'll probably pop this journal in my shop when, we don't need any glue on our legs. I'll just take that off real quick. Pretend like that never happened. When I put in my D-stash stuff, my son has everything imaged. Yay. Way to go, young Z. All right. I know, I just need to get it all listed. Okay, another one down. And I'm just going to leave it because, like this, because whoever gets this journal can then decide if they want to add more flowers and decoration. Okay, moving on. Let's do something spectacular for this. I say that very loosely, spectacular. It may not be spectacular, but it might. All right, so I did kind of pull some sketches. I pulled both KCC 17 and 18, which is the current challenge going on. So I have both of those. Then I also pulled these. This might be kind of cool. Let's just use this one. I don't like getting caught in decision fatigue. It is really not my jam. So I'm just going to pick one and we're going to keep going here. So I'm going to cover, I think this, ooh, yeah, I want this side. We're going to cover this with the sheet. So this needs to be 8.5 tall. It just is perfect. How awesome. Yay. Okay. Now, we've got a situation here, and that is the centerpiece. Am I going to cover this? If so, I don't need it tied in a bow. That's unnecessary. Just make sure it doesn't move at all. Good. Nice and tight signature, so there's no reason for me to want to take it apart. I'm going to snip these shorter. We're fully committed now. And this sheet of paper is going to lay across both signatures. I've never done this before, but we're going to do it now. Okay. I'm going to end up gluing this down. Here's what we're going for. I am taking this sketch. This is October 2023. Now, I will tell you that this year, at the beginning of the year, Crafty Owl did put some of the older sketches into what she's calling the vault. And so not all of them are still available, but a lot are. Like 2 years worth are. Okay. So this is what I'm basing this on. And I will just trim that off later. All right, so let me go ahead and trim it off now. It'll be easier now. I just need to trim off 1 inch. There we go. I love this paisley paper. I'm a sucker for the paisley. I'm going to go ahead and score. So that it kind of lays nicely and plays nicely with our journal. And now we're going to glue. This could turn into a pocket, so give me a second as I figure out if I want to make this a pocket. I like the overhang I'm getting. That's really cool. I like how it shows over here. Might as well. I'm like, this journal's already kind of an alligator mouth, but we're going to do it anyways. So I'm going to pull out a circle punch to indicate, hey, this is a pocket. There we go. So Now, since these are pockets, I only need to glue it a little bit. Okay. Flo, there you are. Hey, girlfriend. They were asking about you. We miss you when you're gone, when you're busy doing life. You're like, geez, can't I be gone for one day? Life is lifing. Hey, I got a question. Did Mindless Crafting go live at midnight last night? I think they did. I have had a couple of late nights, not feeling well. That's right. Flo was being fab. She was just being fab somewhere. All right. Flo, we're finishing this journal. I'm going to go ahead and just give that closure some love right there. Some cement love. I don't ever have to worry about that coming loose behind these pockets. I'm determined. We're going to finish this journal. In fact, I've already made lunch for everyone. That's how determined I am. Not that I'm saying we're going to be here for that many hours, you guys, but I am determined. I would say I'm one of the more simple junk journalers out there. My idea of a finished journal and maybe other people's idea of a finished journal are two different things, but I can't keep everything that I make, and I like to leave a lot of canvas for whoever's going to get the journal to do their own fun things to it. So I think my threshold of something being done and other people's threshold of something being done are probably two different things. Okie dokie, we've got the format now, and now I'm going to work with my scraps and create some kind of thing that looks like that. So this is all the scraps I have left from these paper pads. Let's do this. Okay. Deep breaths. Here we go. I recognize these. Are those little feet to... Thinking those went to the sugar skull stamp, I think. I know, it's kind of ridiculous that I remember that, but I do. What if we do this? What if we put something up here, something down there, and connect something in the middle? Deviating from this situation, I know, but I can't help it. It's who I am. It's in my DNA, apparently. I'm wondering if I want to mat it with some pink. I don't think so. I'm just looking through my scraps real quick, y'all, to see if there's any like matte that I want to bring into this situation. Ooh, I kind of like the black. Okay. And I might like the black with these too. Let me get a little more black paper out. Save your scraps. I don't even know what I was making when I made all of these scraps. something. Okay, here we go. We are going to mat these layers. So let's do this. To bring in the drama. It is our center page. It's going to be dramatic. We're going to an art gallery tomorrow night. Well, evening. I'm really excited about it. The whole family's going. One of my coworkers has a painting going into the exhibit. So that's something we're doing this weekend. Is that crooked? That's crooked. Hold on. Let's clean up this piece right here a little bit. Let's make it not crooked and straight, but with furry edges. If anybody ever finds a perfect paper trimmer out there, you just let me know. Gosh, we had some neighbors who just moved in not that long ago, and I hear them out there. Y'all might hear them too. They're already having to move out. The people who own the house decided they're done leasing and they want to sell it. I feel bad for them. Moving is not my thing. I've done it a lot in my life, but it's just not one of my favorite things. I know, I could be measuring, but I don't want to. Okay, here we go. Ooh, yeah, I like the drama that the black adds to this page. Let's do it. Yeah, Elizabeth, you were saying I've been feeling so terrible for you knowing that you're about to be moving, and you're like, no, I love it. See, I love being in a new place, but I just don't like the act of it. We've been fortunate the last couple of times we've moved that my husband's company has moved us, and that made this girl happy. Oh goodness, my brother-in-law's calling, you guys, and he's traveling right now to the Bahamas to the funeral of their uncle. I'm like, why is he calling me? Shucks. Let me message him. Sorry, just messaging him. I'm waiting for him to respond, so we can glue while we wait for him to respond. What do you think, guys? Should these be tuck spots? This could be a tuck spot here. and right here. Okay, my sister-in-law has really bad asthma and is having breathing issues. She lives next door, so he said she's doing good, but now I know to go check on her. I think I made enough lunch for everybody, for her and the kids and my mom and my kids, and I made a lot of chicken burgers this morning, you guys. So seems like that might have been pretty serendipitous. At least she won't have to worry about cooking today. That's the hard part of moving, is that we, a number of years ago, built 3 houses in a row, and my mom moved down, and we have my husband's parents and his brother and sister-in-law, that live next door to us. That is the hard part about thinking about moving, is leaving that behind. Of course, my sister-in-law, she's like, I'm coming with you. Where are we going? It has been fun, though, raising our children together. They have grown up more like brothers and sisters than cousins, living next door to each other. During the pandemic, my mother and father-in-law are retired educators, and so they did homeschool for our kids during the pandemic. We called it Sparkle Academy. Those that have been here a while. Some of y'all might remember that. Okay, so let me trim off the extra. See, life be lifin', that's for sure. So was anyone up at midnight with Tracy and Bill? I bet you were. I bet Miss Linda Veal was. Is she here today? She might be sleeping in. Hey, Des. I was going to call you yesterday, but I just couldn't even do that. I have not been feeling well. Yesterday was a bump on the log. That's what I was yesterday. Just a bump on a log. So Des, what I'm up to is making a journal. I made a journal with all blank pages, and now I'm using card sketches to decorate said journal. In a way, it is just so much fun, you guys, that I'm already like, we're gonna have to do this again. Like, this is this might be my new favorite kind of journal to make. Okay, let me score this piece so that it folds nicely on the page. I don't even know how big it is. Let's measure it. I want to measure it. So it's just about 7.5. So what is it? 3 3/4 that I need to score this at? I think so. Math. Did it! It's fun. It's a really fun thing to do. Okay, so let's put this right here, you guys. And I do think I'm just going to glue here, here, and then here. And then that way it can be a tuck here and here. And then we got to put a Tim Holtz doll on it. So I'm going to put a line of glue there, one there, like a Z. Z formation. Here we go. Then I want to make sure my page still bends. This page, I think, needs some flowers too. Don't you guys think that? I think we need some flowers up in here. Flowers and people. Oh, I love it though. That is how I've been feeling about every page. When I get done, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that page. Okay. So this little girl is just too cute. I think I have to have her. And how about we find a little boy? Because we've only put one boy in here so far. How about this young chap? We'll put him over here. Oh, I like this one. He has a smirk on his face. And big ears. I like this. I mean, the other guy just looks a little too serious for me. I like this smirking boy. Okay. They look like brother and sister. Let me grab my ephemera folder, you guys, because we need some flowers. One of my ephemera folders is MIA, but that's okay. I've got this one. This is my journal say one, and there's flowers in it, so we should be good. Let's just find some that maybe feel like they go better with this situation. Oh, there's not too many flowers in here. Ooh, I think these will be nice though. These are from Journal Say, and somebody was looking for the dolls, and actually a couple of people, and so I was trying to find the link and I could never find it. So I will say that that's one of the frustrating things, to be honest. It's just like it's really hard to find the links. They have so much cool stuff. They really do. And I think it's good quality. Okay. I don't think we need a frame, but let's just grab one. It's falling out. Just for funsies. No, we don't need a frame. I mean, we could put a frame down here or over here sideways, and then someone could put like a word or something in there. Let's see if there's any word stickers that I like. I really like this one. Have peace in your heart. I like that. Hey, Angie, how's it going? And hi, Sherry. Hi, Glow. Hey, John. Ooh, 4 Seasons. I can't wait to see it, Des. You guys, I have been neglecting designing things. I'm just, well, let's just say I've been taking a break. But I do I just need to get my head back in the game. The thing is when I work a lot, I have to turn some things off, and I can't do everything all the time. I'm having a hard time picking a color here. Ooh. Ooh, I think it's just big enough. I think this might work. See, we're going to pop this back here. And then it's going to say, have peace in your heart. Okay. Desiree, will you be live tomorrow? I'll try to catch it if I can. My son wants to try out a new church, you guys, because he thinks some of his friends, he said most of his friends go to it from school that he used to go to school with. And he kind of wants to reconnect with them. And so makes me a little nervous, but you know, it's for a good cause. So I think we're gonna try out a new church. I love our old church. We've been there forever. But you know, he's homeschooled, and it's important to have those friends. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Have peace in your heart. There we go. Hey, that's different. Okay. All right. Let's put this. I like these flowers. What do y'all think? I think they're a nice touch. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Beverly. Well, welcome, new subby. You joined a whole big tribe. We're glad you're here. I know. I am so excited to invite all the new subbies into our paper family here. It's a beautiful place to be, most beautiful community. Okay. Now, I don't want to put glue on his head because there's a pocket up there. So I'm going to put my finger over where I don't want the glue or goobers, and we're going to put this down. Okay. This lovely girl is next. I think I might stretch that flower out a little bit more like that. Okay, and then we've created, again, like pockets. I don't know how to not create a pocket, apparently. When I'm junk journaling, I just pocket on pocket on pocket. So then I just hit the dilemma of like, what am I going to put in all of these pockets? You know? It's like, okay, a journal now has 20 pockets. What goes inside of them? Hey, Norma. How's it going? Oh, I'm glad you love this page. Oh, thanks, Maddie. Pockets are fabulous. And Elizabeth, I cannot tell you how happy it makes me that we have finally won you over to the dark side of paper crafting, junk journaling. You were resistant, I will say, and maybe that's not a fair word. You can correct me. You know you can, but you were like, I don't know, I'm just not a junk journaler. But then I saw you junk journaling the other day, and it just made my heart happy. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I need to put something in here. Wow, look at how this blue would pop off this page. What if we just make little cards with these? They're daunting, junk journals are. Yeah, I mean, look, you're not wrong. That's why I was like, today I'm finishing this journal or else they're never done, right? But that's also like, I think for me, because I like to create, you know, a space for other people to work. Like, I don't want to fill up everything, and not every page is so detailed, but that does help me get through them a little quicker. So all I've done is cut this paper down and create it kind of like a little card journaling spot to tuck into those places. And then we also made pockets here. I'm not going to worry about filling up those necessarily. We're definitely going to have an alligator mouth situation going on here, but it's going to be so fun. Okay, so we used a tangled maze today and did some stamping with that. This is the other page we did today. I kind of have to just flip back through to kind of get my orientation right. Okay. I'm not going to decorate this page with like a sketch the way we have been doing. I'm just going to grab some stencils real quick, I think. I'm just going to stencil a little on a few pages next. Does this one have paisleys? No. Oh, I thought it had paisleys. I was like, oh, cool, but it doesn't. I do think I have a paisley stencil, but my stencils are in no order at all. So to find it would be a challenge. I'm going to stick to this color palette for the most part, but of course there's purple and there's other colors too, but I'm just going to kind of, for now, stick to these. Yeah, Maddie, it's not for everyone, and that's okay. I mean, I come and go with it myself. I make a lot of cards. But it's nice for me to have creative breaks from both of them. Like I took quite a creative break, I think, from junk journaling and just made a whole bunch of cards. And now, you know, I'm not taking a break from cards, but you know, I'm coming back into the journaling. Somebody was trying to coach me the other day, like, your channel could grow so much more if you would just stick to one thing. If you would just do cards or you would just do journals. And it's like, well, my channel's not about numbers. My channel is about my journey, and my journey includes both things. So, you know, I'm okay with that. You guys, I had someone reach out, and I'm sure it's kind of like really spammy, but they wanted to buy my channel. I'm like, why? No. What? No. It's not for sale. Hey, Dawn. I just kind of tell y'all everything, but like, isn't that wild? Hi, Carrie. Yeah, Maddie, exactly. I like to flip flop around too. And now I'm like totally into this whole paper bead thing. I really am. And oh, yeah, we're going to make some boho beads today too. Okay, so now I'm just playing with paper. Don't mind me. It's cool to take one medium, like, you know, paper, and be able to make so many things with it, like beads, journals, cards. Like, it's so cool. Collage. See, I'm kind of on a break from collage right now, but not for long. Okay. We're going to have to cover up that hole. We'll pop a person on there. It's going to be kind of fun. It's kind of fun to be able to use so many of these paper dolls. Or we'll put a flower. Oh, he is adorable. He is adorable. I'm not going to put him there, but he'll probably go in this journal. I'm going to put a flower there. Okay, let me find one. I need more flowers, you guys. This is not, I think my ephemera holder that has my flowers in it is the one that, oh, there it is. Okay. You know, it's amazing what a sheet of paper can cover. I found it. Here it is. And here's some flowers. First page. Let's get some roses out. And some labels. Ooh, I love these. Let's get some of these. Okay. I love Sweet Pea Curiosities, you guys. I know I haven't played with their kits in a while, and I really need to, because I truly do love their designs. Okay. We've got some flowers now. Still tired from being up till, I know. Mindless crafting. So you stayed up. Oh, that's so good, Jill. I figured some of our mindless crafting family was up late last night. That's good. I bet you guys had a blast. Let's just put flowers in those spots. Whoa. Hello. Is that the one I wanted? Yeah, okay. Let's do it this way. This smudge right here is bothering me, so I'm probably gonna have to put a flower, a tag, a ticket, a something over that. What if we do that? What do y'all think? I think we will. It's been the theme here lately, Jill Pounds, and I'm so over it. Bill had several naps, so he was pumped. Oh, Paula, you're having sleepless nights. Oh, those are the worst. I'm so sorry. I have always been a person who has to have sleep. Have to. Like, it's not a matter of like toughing it out, or it's not optional. It's mandatory. So I feel you. I feel for you and anyone who can't sleep, because I've certainly had my share, and I can't function. Okay, so there's a page. That's done. Why do I have, I don't know. We're going to ignore that. Okay, keep going. All right, so I do this. I don't know if y'all do this when you're making your journals, but I kind of flip and get a feeling for like where I'm at with things. Like, how full is this? What places need, I know the front probably needs some like stenciling and some, basically some stenciling and I think some ribbon, but I think we have enough sketchy pages up there. And then this is the middle. I know we have a stenciled page. So how about we do a sketch page? Let's do one here. Maybe here. And here. That feels good. Okay, I'm gonna mark them with a Post-it. How about that? For my own brain. Now I'll know. Pages with a Post-it. We're gonna do a sketch. And this one. Okay, let's do this. So let's do 3 more. Let's put some ribbon on and let's see where we're at. I kind of want to do the cover. And then I think, like, honestly, it would be so close to being done. So let's do this. That one was fun. I know I deviated quite a bit from it. Gosh, I love them all. I don't know. We can just do this one real quick. It'll be real easy. Let's do that right here. This does not need to be complicated at all. Just looking to see if I have the scraps for it. I need more scraps, you guys. I'm going to grab another sheet from this paper pad. Ooh, this is fun. Look at that. And it's glittery. Ooh. Oh, and we're going to make a boho bead. Don't let me forget about that boho bead. And this is fun. Okay, I'm just going to cut a couple of strips of these, and I love that this one's double-sided, but this one is not, because it's a thicker paper. Okay. I've been to 2 art museums on my trip so far. Oh, cool. I'm going to a gallery tomorrow, Mary. One of my coworkers has a painting going in, and I want to go support, and I always love an art show. Yes, Elizabeth, look for some galleries in your area because it's so fun to take yourself on or your family on a little art date and get inspired. So my husband and I just celebrated our 18th anniversary in March, wedding anniversary. And that's what we did. We went to the museum. There's a great one on the UT campus here in Austin called the Blanton Museum of Art. It was wonderful. So inspirational. Even my husband, about a week after we went, he said, you know what? I still often just think about the art we saw that day, and I still just feel like inspired and so glad we went. The only thing is I need to start carrying purse snacks again. You know, when you have little kids, you carry purse snacks so that to reduce the occurrence of meltdowns. I still need to carry them. I don't have toddlers anymore, but we all still need purse snacks. The only reason we wanted to go to the gift shop at the end was me joking around about, do you think they sell burgers there? We need some hamburgers or something. We could not wait to eat. We were so hungry. Anyways, so take some purse snacks if you're going to be there a while. Okay. So you may have noticed I kind of cut that down like a pocket, or glued that down. Sorry, glued it down like a pocket. I think I'm going to glue all these down kind of like that. And then it'll be kind of cool because you could weave. Ooh, I like that side too. Oh yeah, let's do that side. Getting my own self confused. So I'm gonna glue at the top and the bottom only. And then basically this is gonna be kind of like a page that you can weave things like ephemera into the pockets and stuff. That would be cool. My phone just won't stop today, you guys. Everybody wants to get a hold of me. You carried a crisis bag so when the kids were little, then called it my comfort bag later. It prevented a crisis. Yeah, when they were small. Yeah. Heck yeah. And comfort for me when they were independent. Oh, I'm not ready for that. I love my kids so much. And I know they're going to be awesome adults, but I still just want to be with them all the time. Okay, now this sketch, let's look back at the sketch because I am basing this on a sketch. This one, you know, was different because it was like a wide piece and two like evenly spaced pieces. But then now let's put a belly band across these. Woo, this page is going to be wild and fun. I'm excited. Oh my goodness. It has a lot of potential, you guys. I'm just looking through my scraps. Yep, this will work. So this now is going to be like a belly band that goes across. Yeah, purse snacks. Used to be granola, yogurt pouches. I think I'm going to put my belly band down here. And I am going to put, oh, you know what? Let's just emboss it. Real quick, like, let me see if my die cutting machine is set on embossing. I think it is. No, it's set on die cutting. There we go. Now it's on embossing. I have this embossing folder out already. An old Stampin' Up! One. Feels a little too tight. Where are the cardboard pieces? I was using a shim with it the other day. Don't know where said shim is. I told myself, keep that shim out, girlfriend, so that next time you want to emboss, you'll be able to do it. Okay, hold on. I need to shim the situation real quick. Maybe I can just tighten it a little. That is the good thing about this embossing machine. I mean, this die cutting machine is that you can make adjustments. So let's see if that did it. Almost. Not quite. Okay, that's as far as it goes. Oh, that'll work. There we go. I like it. Let's ink blend it a little bit. Bye, Maddie. Have an awesome weekend. Have a great day. Sorry, this is a marathon live, so I can get this journal done. Because you know, this is my last video for the week, and I want to start off next week not still working on it. I want to be done with it. Okay. I like it with that darker blue embossed on it. So now this, I'm just going to glue on these edges here so it can be a belly band. There we go. Very boho. I am really enjoying the papers and the boho feel of this journal. So, you know, we got to slap a person on this situation. So let's do that real quick. Also, the sketch did call for half a circle. That's not a circle. I know, I just had my circle punch out earlier. There we go. Ooh, I'm going to cut this kind of even. I'm going to line up the circle kind of even here in the middle, at least the best of my shaky ability. Elizabeth, I shake too. I'm a shaker. You and I are shakers. Movers and shakers. But yeah, because this can just kind of be now a cool piece to actually use. All right. So a half circle. And then let's shop for a doll. He's got swagger. I don't know what he's leaning on is the only thing. Oh, we all love the ballerina. She's swinging. I have just been having people sit on the edge of these banners and things. She could have flowers behind her. She could be sitting right there. And then instead of that black circle, I can put a flower back there. Is she holding a possum? What has this lady got? She's got something. It looks like a possum, but no, I think it's her hat with a flower. That makes more sense. Let's do that. I like it. Thanks, Pam. Such a boho feel. Yeah, Dawn. Yeah, Jill. I know. I know. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited for them. I'm just scared for them too. You know, the world is so crazy and it's nothing like what I grew up in. And I just want them to be safe and have a good life and hang out with mom as much as possible. Let's move her over because see, I never wanted to fussy cut that stuff out. Let me bring it up close so you can see what I'm really talking about. Those in between bits and pieces, I don't like them, but I also don't want to fussy cut them out. But if I put her right there, you can't even see them. The only thing is her rump needs to be down a little bit. That will work. It hides the part I didn't want to fussy cut. It's perfect. We'll take it. There we go. Okay. Now, this page really is intriguing, you guys. I'm just going to make sure nothing is going to stick. Okay, because, let me get a piece of paper. Okay, because we have a belly band here. Check. So there's a belly band. Aw, nice. But then also these back pieces, like you can weave, or the whole thing is also kind of a pocket. This page is cool. And not like gloating for myself here. It's just cool. It's just cool how it came together, and it has so much potential. So this whole thing here is a pocket because I only glued the top and bottom. But then because I use strips, you can also weave. Then you've got, reaching for more paper, a belly band situation on top of all of that. I'm going to have to remember this page. This page is going to have to go down and I might have to recreate this in my ideas book. I have an ideas journal that I keep. And this one qualifies. This one makes the cut as going in the idea book. So I'm going to just tuck that in there. I'm going to tuck this over here and leave it for now. Oh, I could just put that right there too. Okay, fun. Next. See, glad I put a post-it because I'll know where to go. Right here. Next one. We only have 2 more of these to do. And then we're going to do the cover and put some like lace or trim in the journal. But then I think she'll be done because she's got a lot of interesting things going on already. So I like this one. Let's do this one next. I think what I'm going to do is make this piece pop up or over something. It's going to be popping one way or another. So I have this A2 card base. Let's use it. And I think I'll put it on the card on like this. So it would open this way and give us a journaling spot, right? So this is just a standard A2 card base. Nothing fancy. Okay. Oh my gosh, we started a new show last night, you guys. Oh geez, what network is it on? I think it might be on Netflix. It's got Cheers. What's that guy's name? Oh, I'm just forgetting all names. Ted Danson. And he's a widower and you know, got grown children, kind of like what we're talking about right now. Let's use this page as our background. And his daughter's like, you know, you need to get a hobby. And he ends up seeing an ad in the paper for like a PI who's investigating a case. Sorry, I'm trying to remember my measurements real quick. I'm cutting this down to 5 by 8. We'll have a little bit of a border for a background. Yes. Okay. And then this is going to go on top. Check. And we've only watched 2 episodes. It is so good. But one of the things that he says, and I told my husband, like, I'm gonna need to like remember what he said to his daughter and remind you and I of this as if he was talking to us, but he talked about like she was thinking that like she had failed in parenting and rearing her children, and he was reassuring his daughter who's probably in her 40s, about my age, and he's like, look, you and your husband are both educated and loving people. You made your children your life. You couldn't have gone too far off course. They're just teenagers. Teenagers do stupid things. And my husband and I really appreciated that moment of the show. But oh, it's really good. Oh, what is it called? Let me look it up for you guys. In case you're looking for a new show to watch. Like I said, I've only seen 2 episodes, but we are like, okay, this is a keeper. We're gonna see this one through. And I've always liked Ted Danson. A Man on the Inside is what it's called. Bye, Desiree. Love you. Man on the Inside. It's good, you guys. I won't spoil too much. Hey, looky there. That was straight out of my scrap pile. Gosh, I'm a lucky girl. Elizabeth, thank you, darling, for sharing those links. Yes, I have been using, but let me, I love Call Me Crafty Owl, and I love the sheet load. That's why I've been on the team for so long, and she puts up with me. But, there's also like Kendra, and if you're looking for sketches too, Pinterest, if you could go on there, or you can Google card sketches. So I just want you to know there are a lot of sources. This does not exactly match the sketch. Let's just see what we can do. Because I did like it. I'm trying to just use the little scraps I have on my desk here. Let me cut a little bit of this off. But yeah, the great thing about the sheet load is it comes out every month. So every month you get a new sketch to play with. And Kendra's card challenge comes out every quarter. So every quarter you get 15 new sketches to play with. And they're all free. They don't cost anything. It's just awesome. Okay. Let me cut this piece down to match the length. Okay, so those are going to go up there. Now, I almost forgot about this little envelope of scraps that kind of go to this book. So let's see what we've got in here. Maybe this. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Let's make these work. Do I wish they were all kind of even and, more measured? Yeah, sure. But we're going to make this work. Man on the Inside. Thank you for sharing Kendra's too, Elizabeth. Whoops. Yeah, kendrascardchallenges.com is the website for Kendra's, where you can go and get all the information you need. Okay. It's wonky. It's definitely not perfect, but it's good enough for a junk journal. And I like it, so I'm going to go for it. You guys, speaking of movies and things, Wes Anderson has a new movie coming out. I'm so excited about that. It'll be out in May, which means I'm going on a date in May with my hubby for sure. Anytime Wes Anderson has a new movie out, it's date night. Guaranteed. You can hang your hat on it. It's happening. The first movie we ever saw on a date in a theater was a Wes Anderson movie. We saw Life Aquatic. And I've probably told this story at a nauseating uh, rate, but it was so cool because at our wedding, we were married at by the river in San Marcos, and there were scuba divers there taking a scuba class, and they all kind of popped up on the shore in their scuba gear, literally sitting on the shore of the river and watched us get married. And we just loved it because Life Aquatic was our first date movie, and we loved that movie. And I don't know, it's just such a special little moment and memory. They weren't crashing our wedding at all. That was awesome. We also, our wedding was pure chaos, by the way. But the pastor insisted on having a wireless mic, and it kept picking up Telemundo. And so he would be preaching, and he preached like an hour, y'all. Like an hour sermon, plus he married us. It was a lot. Anyways, um, it kept picking up Telemundo during a soccer match, and it'd be like, goal! Which is so perfect because my husband and I got engaged when we were in Europe for the World Cup. So I really felt it was all meant to be, and it was beautiful, and it made our wedding special, and it felt fabulous, even though it was also low-key embarrassing how many things like that happened. It was not a Pinterest wedding. Pinterest wasn't even around then. Hey, I've got this scrap and I kind of want to use it. I just kind of want to clean up some of the things that are happening here, and this is going to help me. Ooh, and I like it. So let's glue this down. Let's see how close I stayed to the sketch. I'm going to bring the sketch back over and we can take a look at it. Jill Pounds. Okay, let me catch up with y'all. Sorry. I love being able to sit down and just start creating instead of trying to figure out how to start. Yeah, for sure. Oh, y'all are talking about printers. Hi, Anne. You've been up. Y'all Twitch together? I've never been on Twitch, which should surprise no one. I am not on all the things. I'm not even on Facebook. All I can manage is, and barely manage, is my YouTube and Instagram. And that's a white knuckle situation. All right, here we go. Let's get some people. This girl in her big old dress. No, I don't like her face. Not that she's, I don't like her look. She's got a look. Dun, 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 dun. Aw, I like this little boy. Just sitting right there. All these people need a dog or a cat. They need a pet. Let's get him a quote. Like, wow. Let's see. Be true to yourself. That'll work. Can we see it if we put it right here? Not really. Let's put it inside. Oh boy, if I glued the whole thing shut. We'll put it in here. That's fine. Oh, let's pop this little dude right here. Trying to figure out where to position him. You do Twitch Friday Night Lives. Oh. Are there many crafters on Twitch? I don't even know what it is. I mean, I know it's like it's an app, obviously, and a place to hang out. But I know absolutely nothing about it. I wouldn't even know how to get there. A paint by number owl. Ooh, that's cool. So what's the incentive? How is it different from YouTube? Educate me. It's 4:50 p.m. here in Norway. You're in Norway. I love Norway. We went to Norway, and I went to the Kontiki Museum, which was really cool. We went and traveled through the fjords and drove all over the place. I got a troll. It was really cool. Beautiful country, beautiful people, beautiful experience. Here's my sketch. Here's my page. I mean, that's about as close as I ever get. So I think I did good as far as sticking to the sketch. And we have plenty of space here to write a note to self. One more, you guys. Una más. Okay. There, this is going to be the last one. Oh, we're going to have to start another one of these journals. This has been so much fun. Okay. Let's find a sketch. Ooh, I always liked this one. Let's do this one. This is from May 2024. Okay. So, I think I'll pick this as my centerpiece. And then I'm going to pick maybe a music sheet to go in the back. This page is not going to have a pocket. I'm going to put my foot down with myself and say no more pockets. Hey, the last page didn't have a pocket. Okay, we need some longer pieces. Ooh, I've got this scrap right here. Hold the phone. Let's see. Maybe this here. This is going to be funky. Just so you know, we're going to make it funky. Okay. And mainly because I'm just trying to use scraps. Hey, Debbie. How you doing, Debbie? So good to see you. Oh my gosh, I know. Especially, I know. I honestly feel bad about how much time I take up of other people's lives. But I tell myself, it's okay. You're just sharing. It's okay. Look, y'all are like my accountability partners. I do a lot more crafting with you than I do without you at this point. So, you know, thanks. I appreciate it. And it's just so much more fun with you than without you. Like, you know, before I did lives, I always did the pre-recorded content, and I'm going back to that a little bit. And I think that is because, like, I felt bad for always being live. So I'm going back to that a little bit. But it's like, man, I miss my friends. Okay. Okay. So. This is a very boho journal. Whoa, come back here. And I'm here for it. How long have I been on here? I don't even know, you guys. But we won't be on too much longer. The way I mount my camera blocks my vision from seeing how long I've been on. But I know I came on at 8, so don't worry. We won't be on too much longer. There's my bird, my other accountability partner. I should probably name the bird. All right. That's that. Speaking of winning people over to junk journals, I know I told you guys this already, but my mom, oh boy, if she sees this one, she'll probably claim it. I may not get to post this one. If she sees it, she'll claim it. But she's gotten into junk journals. It only took, I've been making them since 2016. It only took a little while. I wish she would make them because I'm sure they'd be just crazy. Oh, Beverly, yes. We're going to make some of those live. We are. And I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Okay, I think that's enough of those pages. Okay, let's look back at this sketch. Okay. So I was just, so you want to start like one here, right? And then build off of it. So we'll build going this way, we'll cut those, and then we'll build going the other way. So let's get this party started. I don't know how much glue I need because I don't know how long I need this to be, but let's just go about that far. I'm gonna put this right here. Okay. Carrie, how are you? Yeah, you know, I used to do a lot of craft fairs in person, and man, people took to the junk journals even having not ever seen them before. They were like, wait, what's this? Oh, whoa, this is cool. I like this. I'm going to buy one. One year, I sold probably 25 junk journals in, you know, a few hours at a craft fair. So they are one of those things. It's like once you get them in your hands and you're like, oh, oh, yeah, most people take to them. I even had teenagers buying them. Little girls wanted them. Okay. So now I'm going to run this strip right up over here. I'm going to go ahead and trim it before I put the glue on it. And I think a lot of people find them intriguing, but there's always the question of, but how do you use it? Why? Why a junk journal? Well, because they're fun. And you use it like any other journal or any other notebook. I went to a business meeting when I first started Biddy Penny, my business back in August. I went to a business meeting with a financial advisor, and I took a junk journal to take notes, and he was like, what are you doing with that? And I was like, taking notes. And he's like, in that? I mean, you might want to like take them in a computer and then print them up and put them in a binder. And I'm like, this is my binder, sir. This is exactly where I'm going to take my notes. Oh, it was a funny moment for me. I don't know how amused he was by it all, but I was thoroughly amused by it. What time is it in Texas? It's 4 p.m. in the UK. It is 10:03 a.m. here in Texas, Susan. So my day's just getting started. I mean, you know me. I've been up since 4:30, but for most normal people, the day is just getting started. There is that page. There. And this is our last one. I really like this little dude. Now, if he doesn't go on here, it's okay because I can put him on a tag. I can still put him in the journal even if he's not like on one of the main pages. He does look a little scared. He's so cute though, but he's looking a little scared. Yay! Here's a young man with a dog. Now, most of the pages I do kind of build in a place where you could journal and write. This one doesn't necessarily have that, but there's plenty of places to journal and write. So it's okay if a page doesn't really have that going for it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I like these little additions. I've got just like a few little scraps. I like how they kind of fill in the gaps there. Let's do that. All right, I think we've done it. Okay, real quick, like. It's 7 a.m. in Alaska. Good for you, Kim. It's Saturday. I woke up this morning. I swear my cortisol levels are just a little high these days because I woke up this morning kind of in a panic. Like, what day is it? It's not normal behavior. When I realized it was Saturday, it just felt so good. I do a lot of things while I watch lives. Like Elizabeth is usually live when I'm cooking and cleaning, which kind of makes it lame as far as not being able to chat much with everyone, but I'm watching. So I try to just find a way to fit it in. Now, I was going to watch Beth and Diane, Messy Palette the other day. Set an alarm for it and everything. That ended up not working out. So, we try. Well, the thing is I craft at 5 a.m. because it's the only part of the day that really belongs to me. And that's not meant to sound bad or sad or, anything. It's just I have a family and a job. So the rest of the day belongs to everybody else. But 5 a.m., that's why I craft, because that part of the day belongs to me. Okay, we did it. That's going to be the last kind of sketch that we do. And yeah, I totally deviated. I was just trying to use scraps, but I did use this main idea of Alicia's there for my centerpiece. So, I think he's a welder. It looks like he has welding gloves on. He's a little young. Okay, now let's go back. We've been stamping in this live. We've done these pages. This one still gets a little sticky here and there. This one was super fun. I'm really a fan of this page right here. See, there's so many ways to put things in it. Like, there's so many ways to weave paper in these pockets and in the belly band. I think this might be one of my favorite pages because it's just so interactive. Oh yeah, we did some stenciling. I already forgot about this page. Here's our corner spot page. It's got a little wrinkle here that I keep kind of, but it's not bad. It's just little. And then these have pockets. And then this is what we've done previously. We did this today. This is a fun, this was the first one we did this morning. Another little place to pop things. Okay, you guys, let's talk about the cover real quick. Let's take a look at the cover. One thing I meant to do is grab some of my pre-made ruffles because I know that I have them. And look, she is chunky already. She's got the chunk factor going on, which is okay. So We need to talk about a closure and a cover. I never do my cover until the end because journals kind of take on a mind of their own. I find that as I'm working on them. Thanks, Jill. So I like to leave the cover to the end. And I'm just kind of bending it. So we need a closure because she wants to alligator mouth. Ooh, it's gonna take some digging, but I have an idea. I'm gonna be in the room with you, but I'm gonna put my BRB because my hands won't be here. But I'm just over here. Okay. That didn't take that. That wasn't bad. Aw. Thanks. Yeah, I love my BRB. I got the idea from Dee Dee. Dee Dee Willingham has a BRB, and I was like, ooh, I get up from my desk so many times that I need one of those. Okay, so I have these like loops for making belts. Let's kind of make like a belt closure. For this little journal. I have these rectangles and I have circles. I got them on internet. Wow. Those are words. I got them on Amazon and it is made for belt buckles. These are 15 millimeter, 20, 25 and 35, and maybe that's 10. So it's like a whole variety pack. You get 50 of them. And I got circles and rectangles a long time ago. And I keep them in my favorite Christmas tin. I love this one with the carousel. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the artistry of that Christmas tin? Love it. Okay. So let's make a belt buckle, and I found something else on Amazon. I know, somebody stopped me. Anyways, it is this iridescent chiffon ribbon. Oh, good golly, it is gorgeous. And I think we need this green or yellow. Now, the thing about chiffon is it will fray so much. So that is something we might need to take into consideration and do like a straight stitch for it. Ooh, but I love this gold with the red and gold and green. Beautiful. Okay, this is Kesseray, I don't know. Chiffon ribbon. And you get 9 pieces. 9 different ones. You don't get very much in the variety pack, but they have some packs, I think, where you can get more. Okay, but what we're gonna do, I think, is make like a belt for this journal. So what we need is kind of like a longer piece. This is heavy. Yeah, this will go through there fine. Okay. Waste not, want not. Where is the end? Oh gosh. I don't even know where this is the end. I have a cool idea of what I want to do with this. Well, one, boho beads, of course, but I have another idea. Okay. Now I want to leave it somewhat long so that if she gets real chunky, she can still put her belt on. You know, we've all been there. Um, I'm there right now. Okay, so I'm just trying to decide how much. I think that's enough. So I'm going to be bold. I'm going to cut it. Okay. I'm going to need to take this to my sewing machine real quick. And what I'm going to do is sew this part onto the buckle right here. Just a quick little boopity boop boop through the sewing machine, straight stitch right here, putting these pieces together. This is where any normal person would pull out a straight pin and pin it down, but I'm just going to fold this under and hold on tight. All right. So to the sewing machine I go. That'll do. Okay. We have a belt. All I did was stitch. I folded that under to kind of have a clean edge and just stitched it a few times. So now let's try it out. See, and then this piece just goes through here. How do these work again? I know how they work in my head, but then I don't know how they work in my head at the same time. All right. Hi, Beverly. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you have found your people. We are glad you're here. Ooh, that is a pretty belt, but I can't think for some reason. Biddy, that cover is beautiful to me already. And now the gold belt. I know. I don't want to wear a belt, but my junk journal can. If I can remember how it goes on, what's wrong with me? Let me, if I was putting this on, somebody might have to tell me. I don't remember how these go. I know they go. Isn't there supposed to be a counterbar or a part? No, there's a way to tie it on like this. And my brain's just not remembering. It's obviously been a long time. The gold goes great. Yeah. Yeah, the gold is good. There is gold. Let me turn this. In all of those petals. There's also like these raised purple bits too. Y'all know this is how it goes. I just can't remember. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Either way, we've got our closure, and it's going to be this belt. And eventually my brain is going to be like, "Oh yeah, this is how you use it." Or I might have to look it up. One way or another, we'll get there. Okay, let's work on this cover a little bit more, you guys. I have some random scraps of fabric over here off to the side. I'm going to grab real quick. And these were not planned, but I think they're going to accidentally be perfect. Look, this was just sitting on the other side of my desk, waiting for a moment like this to become a junk journal cover. So let's cut this piece down a little bit. Glad the red paper won. Me too, Jill. Although I know the other one would have been pretty too. I think either way we had some winners for sure. Okay, let's figure it out. I am liking all of that. Not that. Not that. You know, I think there needs to be a paper doll on the cover, being that they go all through the journal. But it's gonna be hard to pick that. Who's our cover girl? Cover girl. Can't be anybody grumpy. You know, it might have to be the ballerina. I mean, she is just so fabulous. I'm looking for my next cover girl. Who's gonna make the cut? She's got a nice smile. She's second guessing her date choice. She's like, I mean, I guess he'll do. When you're going for a cover girl, you know, you have to go through the whole lineup. She's got potential. Oh, I like her smirk. This guy's got potential. I mean, in general, he's got flowers in a briefcase. At least he's bringing something to the party. He's got something to offer. I like his smile. I like all of them. He looks like he's had a long day. He's half asleep. Well. I really like her. Okay. It's down to these two. Oh, she's so nice. We need more too. We need more stuff on here. Bye, Dawn. Oh, bye, Flo. So glad you were here. Thanks for keeping everyone company. Oh, it's our pleasure, Dawn. Thanks for keeping us company too. Hey, y'all didn't tell me how to use that buckle. Are y'all all like, I don't know that that is a buckle. It will, I just can't remember how, but I know it does. Okay, also, I want to put like maybe lace here too. We'll see. I really wanted a ruffle on this journal. I found some of them. Not all of them, but I just found some of them. Some of my pre-made ruffles. And I found this wild fabric right here. This is how much of it I have. So this has potential, but I'm not really sold on it. So I like this fabric. I'm liking that. And then let's see if we have a ruffle. I don't know. I just like a ruffle going down the front of my journals sometimes. Like, ooh, I like that. What if we just do that? We're doing it. All right, let's, oh, this is so cool. Look at those butterflies. Okay, I need to tear it down because it doesn't need to be this long or, you know, wide. So let me get it the length that I want it, which is about right here. The scissors don't want to cut. 2 buckles. And then the, yeah, there's something, I'm gonna figure it out. I know I have a belt like that and it works. I just obviously haven't worn it in so long, I can't remember how it works. Okay, now I like frayed parts personally. So I like that that's all frayed. And we're gonna have this wrap around the front and the back. And I also don't mind that it's a little longer than my cover. I like that too. So let me flatten this out a little bit. Time for my Fabri-Tac. Now my Fabri-Tac is, my bottle is falling apart. Can I even get it open? Yes. She's split. And so she's incredibly messy and falling apart. So she's split over here. The nozzle is coming off of the bottle and it's open. So it just makes for a really messy situation. I'm going to squeeze gently. We made it pretty far. Okay, That's good. That is good. Quickly seal it back up. Ugh, that stuff stinks. And lay it down. But man, does it work. It is awesome. Bye, Carrie. You're going to get crafty today. Oh, you're going to make a video. Awesome. I bet you're glad school's almost over. Thanks for coming by. I know you've been busy. I love how bright and fun this fabric is, you guys. And isn't it funny? I would never like look at this fabric and think, oh, boho journal. But it does perfectly go on this journal, I feel like. Okay. Now, green ruffle. I made a bunch of these one day with you guys. I don't remember what we were making them for. I guess we were just kind of mass making ruffles. I just don't remember. But I'm happy to have them in my stash now. It was kind of a long time ago. Oof, I love it. Bye, Jill Pounds. Tell John I said hi. 2 of the Barkle squares. Then where you sewed the one, I think. At least that's how. Oh, yeah. Okay, which I know y'all already said. Yeah, we told you you needed to. You're right. You did, and I couldn't visualize it, but now I'm visualizing it, and I think y'all are right. We're gonna have to improvise because I don't know how to sew 2 buckle squares on there. I'm gonna have to figure that out before I do it again, but we're gonna make it work with this one. And the good thing is it's not permanent. So if I end up, well, we'll just take a look at it real quick. And I might Google it while we're here. Okay, I'm opening it up to make sure I don't have any glue hanging off the edges. And luckily, I don't. Oh, right back here I do. Okay, let me clean that up a little bit. So right back here, there's a little bit hanging off. There we go. Now that's all cleaned up. And over here, we're all good. Okay, cool. So this is where we're at so far. And I like all these pieces, but you could cut them off. I'm gonna leave them for now. Now, I think it'd be really cute to have like a label on there. But let's figure out this buckle situation again. And I think what we might just have to do is kind of pull it through like this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out. How it's actually supposed to go. But you could do something like that. It's like I can figure that out, but I don't want to assume that other people could figure that out because I just made it up. I like it on there though. I'm definitely gonna troubleshoot this and figure it out to make it a part of the journal. Hands. Okay, you guys, we're about to go. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I know, my plans can change just like that. All right. I'm going to figure this out. They'd be in the same loop of the ribbon. Oh, yes. Thank you. That's exactly right. Let's make it make sense. Let's make it right. You're so right. I see it now. I finally see it. It takes a team. It takes a village. All right. One more of those is needed. These the same size? Woohoo! We're in the money. That's exactly how it goes. Thank you, guys. These two go together like this. In the same loop. Finally got through to my thick head. This is how it goes. Thank you, Elizabeth. Something about that just clicked. These two go like this, and then we'll be able to work it out. Okay, back to my sewing machine. There's no way we're going to sit through all that and not figure it out and not make it work. All right. Thank you. We did it. We figured it out. Well, y'all figured it out and told me, and I finally figured out what you were talking about. These two go together like this. I may not have done a very good job. I did not do a great job, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. She'll be fine. Let me trim this off. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So then, good thing I made this this extra long. So then you go through both of them, I think, and then you pull through only one of them and back under. That's how it's done. Now we have a latch. Yay! That makes me happy. We figured it out. How fun is that? Now I think it just needs, I won't do it now, but I think it needs a little something up at the top. Just a label, not a person. We won't put a person. We didn't find a cover girl. But we'll just put like maybe, I'll eventually maybe find a label or something to go on it. Okay, we have a junk journal and a closure. Looky there. We did it, you guys. Thanks. This has been 3 videos in the making, but let's flip through it now because I think we're done for today. I still want to come back in and add more details. Like I need fillers for all my pockets. But let's take a look. So the concept behind this journal was all blank pages and using card sketches. I used mainly the sheet load card sketches, but I also used Kendra's card challenge. And decorate to get over the blank page and not feel bad if half of your journal is blank pages. It's okay because then you'll get to have lots of fun decorating them. So I do want to come back in and add like ribbon to some of the edges. I think that is the one thing this journal is missing. But we got some fun things happening here. There's Pam. I never put a balloon in her hands. And I had a card in there at one point. There it is. Let's pop that back in there. This one is cool because I like that it has this flip up. That pocket has a nice big flip up. And then this one, I need to pull out a piece of paper so I can demonstrate all the pockets. This is a pocket here, a big one. Big pocket. This is also a belly band here. And there's still lots of blank pages because somebody's got a journal in here. And then we recently opened this one, but this was the trifold opening. It got bent here. I don't know why, but it'll be okay. And then this one, I put harmony, a pleasing combination or arrangement of different things. I put a harmony kind of description there. And then this is the one that has the pocket. I did like faux stitching with a marker around the edges. You could definitely, I put a paper clip here just because I liked it, but you know, you could clip on paper, a tag or whatever. And that's how that one closes. Then this is the center page, center fold, and it has 2 big pockets. But then it also has these little, now these are just, you know, real simple little cards. It has one there and one here. Okay. Then we did stenciling, random ephemera. We did the stamping. I like the stamping. And then this fun page that I've had a lot of fun playing with, the interactive page. And then this one, which has that A2 card, be true to yourself, on the front. And then the last page, well, of the sketches, which is just funkiness and fun. And then the back, this is all masterboarded, except for right here. This is a pocket. This is one big pocket. But then this is a pocket too. So this was a piece of paper that I folded up. It was double-sided, and I just folded part of it up and created that pocket and glued down and made another double pocket. So there it is. I still feel like the cover needs something, but I'll figure that out eventually. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this was a marathon again, and I almost made it it was almost 3 hours. So thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you're feeling really inspired. This will be the last that that I'm planning of us seeing of this little journal. And next week we'll start with something completely different. Before I let you go, let me look at my schedule for next week, because I know, we're coming up on the first. Okay, so my live schedule next week will be a little different. I will be live Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday next week. Okay, there we go. I'll even make a note to self. Note to self, you will be live Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Yeah, I have to make a note to myself, because on the 1st is Paper Stash Smash. And the 2nd is a new sheet load. Woohoo! Okay, so this is my live schedule for next week. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I love you guys. I hope you're feeling inspired. Go make something. Go be creative. Have fun, whatever you do. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.